Hey there.
Hello.
I think we're on this time. I think we got it right. I guess we'll find out in just a second. It looks like we're still getting comments, so I think we're okay here.
I can see us on mine. I haven't checked yours yet.
So welcome aboard, everybody. Sorry for all the false starts this morning. We are having some fun with technology, but we are really happy to have you here. We have a really fun episode today. We're going to be playing with the Poinsettia Play Suite from Stampin' Up. We have lots of poinsettias to share with you today because it's that season and they're pretty and we love them and they're very classic for the holidays. So we have lots of cool things to share there. I am going to just real quick, since we're live, going to share our prize patrol. And that is we have two different stamp sets today. One we'll draw live at the end of this episode. If you're watching live and leave a comment, you will automatically be entered. And if you are watching the replay or didn't win the live, we'll draw our next winner on November 1st. So we'll be giving the Country Home stamp set away on November 2nd. And the beautiful Autumn stamp set on at the end of this episode. And congratulations to our episode 109 winner, our last episode. I believe I have the wrong thing on there, though. Actually, she was.
It wasn't the tag buffet, was it?
No, it wasn't the tag. This was from actually
the press on stamp set.
Press on. Thank you. The graphic is wrong here, but Brenda is the actual winner, but the graphic is wrong. She won the press on stamp set.
So and it was November 3rd is a Tuesday.
Gotcha. So I have the date wrong. I have everything wrong. It's one of those days. It is absolutely one of those days today. You know what I'm saying? Everything's wrong on there, but we'll draw the second prize at the end of, we'll draw the second prize on our next episode, which is scheduled for a Tuesday, November 2nd.
Election day.
Oh, goody. That'll be something to look forward to aside from politics. We will be here for you.
You will have to get your mind off of that.
And I'm going to let Linda take it away from here, and she can share with you the specials.
So our specials this month right now is the 15% off designer series paper sale. Last one, I think our last scoop, I can't keep track of them anymore. We showed you every single one. So if you want to see that in detail, head back to our prior scoops. And that is through the end of this month. So you can order from craftystampin.com or stampwithtami.com and bulk up on your designer series paper.
Woot, woot. Even the paper we're sharing today.
Yes. And for this month through ordering through November 10th is the Jolly Gingerbread Paper Pumpkin. And this is going to be specifically gift cards. So, get these made to give out some gift cards. Again, you can always turn them into greeting cards or whatever. It's got a super cute little box. And if you watch the video, you'll see it does say, do not put box in the actual oven. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you have to go to Stamp with Tami or Crafty Stampin' and watch the video.
Yes, do not put the box in the oven. That is very good advice from them. But a super cute video. It really was a super cute video.
Yeah.
So with that, we are going to jump into the Poinsettia Play Suite, and I'm going to start to show you some of the products. I am going to turn it over to Linda afterwards so she can share with you the oh my gosh, I'm just, it was such the paper. Thank you. It's such a getting started. We had so many false starts, and it's like so nerve wracking because you're like, oh my gosh, what do we do when we couldn't get it started? And now my head is still like reeling from that
technology and not.
Now paper. It's time to jump into the fun. I think this is going to help me feel so much better. So playing with fun products, because it always makes me feel better. So this is what we're going to be sharing with you today. This is actually in Stampin' Up's, I call it the holiday catalog. They call it the August to December mini catalog. Anywho, I'm just going to keep calling it the holiday catalog because it's holidays and it's fun. So if you don't have a hard copy of this and would like one, you can contact either Linda or myself at craftystampin.com or stampwithtami.com, and you can get your copy there. So first we have our stamp set. This is a bundle, and they, as always, bundles can be purchased individually or together. However, if you purchase them together during the holiday catalog period, you save 10%. So it's a little bit of a good deal. And the die set here is a super fun one. Now, some of the dies here match the stamp, like these match, and the outlines here, you notice there's 2 pieces to every poinsettia. So the outlines do, I believe, actually, maybe it's the one down from that, cut out the poinsettia on there. But they also make a really cool cutout on their own. So I cut these out for you just so you can kind of see them in action. And I cut the poinsettias out twice. One so you can see them plainly cut, and the second one so you can see them with their inserts. So you can do either one. It gives you options, right? So you can see them with the inserts and how it creates, and I hope you guys can see that okay on my camera there. So you can see the cool embossing on there. And in addition to that, and actually, you know what I did is I actually put one together. So the pieces layer on top of each other, and I put these 2 poinsettias on there too to make a poinsettia, just to show you they're super easy, and you can put them all through your die cut machine at the same time, right? All the poinsettias through on one sheet, and your leaves through. So it's quick. It's a lot quicker than it seems like it should be. At least, when you see all those pieces, you're like, oh, I got to die cut all of those. Although everybody loves die cut better than fussy cut, right? You hear me there, but you don't, because you can put them all through together. And in addition to that, we have some really pretty real red sheer ribbon that goes along with the suite. And these little babies, I love. I just had to order 2 more packs because I went through I already blew through a bunch of them. But they're little beaded, they're called beaded pearls. My fingernails, I'm not going to let me take that out. There we go. And they are just so cool. They go right on the top of the poinsettia. However, these 2 pieces right here, these 2 little dies right here, also layer on top of each other. So if you didn't want to use the beaded pearls, you could layer those 2. I'm sorry, I'm not giving you a very good demonstration there, but they layer on top of each other, and you can do whatever colors you want for your insert of your poinsettia there. So you can go either way with that. In addition to all of that fun stuff, oh, sorry, you guys. Bonnie's saying she can't see the difference on the camera. I am really sorry about that. I am. Yeah, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. How about if I hold it up there? Can you see it a little better that way? You can see you might even be able to see it better on my sample here. You can see the embossing in there a little bit. You get the idea though, right? it embosses, and it's super cool. In person, it is super cool. Okay, so in addition to that, I'm going to show you the specialty paper. This is it's like a flocked specialty vellum, and it's got the poinsettias on it. It's got there's 3 different patterns. They're 12 by 12, and let's see, I'll put them up there one by one so you can kind of see them. And vellum is see-through, right? So you can see through it, but you've got these really, it's flocked. It's like velvet, right? You want to pet it. So we've got 3 different designs, and there's 2 of each sheet in the pack of the specialty paper. Here's another one here. It's really nice. And our last one. And I also have a few, I don't know, do we want to look at the samples now? Do we want to share them after? Because Linda's got the paper, and she's going to do some stamping. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to turn it over to Linda. I'm going to bring her in, and she's going to show you some the designer series paper that also comes in it, because I used all of mine. Can you tell I really like the suite? I used all of the pearls. I've used all of the paper. I had 2 packs. I just have new packs that I ordered. It hasn't come in yet. So I'm going to let her show that to you, and then Linda's going to share some stamping, and then I'll come back on and share some really cool ideas with it. Okay. So with that, take it away, Linda.
Here we come. Gotta get the screen on. And here we go. All right. So I saw people saying they couldn't see the lines on Tami. So, of course, when we were in the same room, we kind of would share things. So now the 2 of us are doing like the same thing. So I'm trying to see, can you see the lines on here? And you could see the embossing on all these elements here. I'm hoping you can see that one a little bit better. I also wanted to show, I went through and stamped everything. And so you can see these are all the die cuts that work with the stamped image. And these are the ones that actually die cut out some of the DSP, because that's always key, that you can cut out some DSP as well as the flocked vellum. So there's the, and we're going to play with this. We're actually going to make a poinsettia. So hopefully you'll be able to see it then. All right, DSP, let's go through it. So here is the DSP. And we have a bunch of these poinsettia. These are the ones that, there's like 4 or 5 of them that'll die cut out with the large die. And the colors, the colors that go with this DSP are Bumblebee, Garden Green, Old Olive, Real Red, Soft Suede, and Whisper White. So these are super pretty. Like Tami said, she's used all of it. I've used half of it. So that's why I'm like, I think I got complete sheets, though I wanted to cut into one of them. And I was like, I can't, my project can't include this because I have to show you the full sheets. So you get 2 of each double-sided sheet for a total of 6 12 by 12s. Of course, am I stamping now, Tami? Is that how we're doing this? I don't remember if we're going back to you. I wasn't paying attention. If I don't hear from her, I'm just going to start stamping. I'm going to start stamping.
I actually have to come in order for Linda to hear me. You know what? What do you guys think? Do you want to see samples, or do you want to see Linda do some stamping first? Which one do you want? Samples, stamping, samples, stamping. So we'll let you guys decide which one you want first. And we're going to show them all to you. Don't worry. And we're also going to put our samples up and this card up on both of our blogs so you can get the free PDF following the episode. So let's see. You want to do rock, paper, scissors?
I know.
Rock, paper, scissors, go. Wait, you cheated. Rock, paper, scissors, go.
Hold on. Ready. I'm like, what am I doing? Are you ready? Go.
Rock, go. Rock, paper, scissors, go. I can't even see what you got there. You got paper. Paper cuts.
Paper.
And we got an even amount of samples and stamping going on. All right, so I'll go ahead and show you the samples, and then we'll turn it back over to Linda, and she can show you the stamping part. All right, so here it comes. This is, first of all, like this is one of the first Christmas sets that I started playing with just because I loved it so much. So the first thing I'm actually sharing here is, a lot of times I don't actually share these with you guys, but I wanted to this month because I wanted to kind of get an idea of what we do in my VIP clubs. So my VIP clubs, and Linda has these as well, I do a special class just for them every month, video, blah, blah, blah. So this was our class last month, because I loved it so much. It's the first one I pulled out to play with, right? So you can see the flock. This was an easel card here. There's the flocked vellum on the background there, the designer series paper here, and then I cut out the designer series paper for the poinsettias there, heat embossed over here, and we have some more flocking here. And then this is a cool one. I could tell on Linda's that you could really see the embossing on hers, whereas you couldn't see it on the velvet paper, but here on the silver foil, you can really see it, right? You can really see that that embossing that the insert does there, and it's very cool. All right, so in addition to those, we have some other cards here that are swap cards that were submitted for our holiday catalog swap. And if you guys love to do card swaps, we do them with every pre-order that Stampin' Up! Has, our Stamp It demonstrator group. And right now we're doing one for the Curvy Celebrations that will be released to customers on November 4th or 3rd. Okay, don't quote me. It's either the thank you, Linda, the 3rd. I can hear her in the background. Anyways, on the 3rd. So our swap is due the end of the month, and you can get details on that on stampwithtami.com. I have the sign up there, and you can also get that in a demonstrator kit with myself or Linda, and we have details of that on our blog too. You can get that right now. You don't have to wait, and you get discounts and great deals. So totally worth it. So here you can see the background paper here used on this one. Okay, now this one used a different designer series paper on the background, but it's a stunning card. Stunning with the white. It's got the white poinsettia on there, and it was just the silver foil, the embossing, all of it. I loved. It's just so pretty. Oh, thank you, Carol. She says she's swooning over the angel wing card. If you missed that one, that one's on my blog I posted yesterday. I call it my the angel wings were from the detailed dove kit, and that was the It's a Wonderful Life card. I called it because it had the bell and the wings and super cute. Every time a bell rings, an angel gets its wings. Okay, so this was one of the swap cards that was back to the poinsettias because the dove kit was another one I loved. All right, back to the poinsettias. This one was submitted by Doreen Decibus. She submitted this card for our card swap when we did our holiday catalog. I'm sorry, Michael. He's saying, please. I actually can't. This camera's fixed, and it's a webcam. And if I hold this up, I'm not. Is that better? You can see the samples on my blog as soon as this is over. If they're not close enough here, let's see. I'm sorry. Just this particular camera that I'm using, maybe that helps. It doesn't zoom. It's fixed. Okay, so I took Doreen's sample and I created a very similar one. So this one is hers, and I was inspired by it, and so I created this for my class This was my free class on my blog video last week, and then I took it a step further and created, and these are the red velvet that we have, and I used the mosaic cello bags. We also sell those too, and the tag pick a label tag punch to make these. So they're super fun and easy to make. They were really great. The treat is just another little bonus, little something special to give out for your loved ones during the holidays. So I leave those there. Those are the poinsettias. And with that, I am going to bring Linda back in, and she is going to do some stamping.
Yay!
The next part of our segment. Hi, I'll be back.
Wait for the cameras to all rejig, get in the right spot. Okay, so we're going to start with, we're doing a Christmas card. I'm starting with basic black card base. Fold that in half. Use my bone folder. And get some other pieces out here. All right, I have a piece of gold foil. I have another piece of basic black, and I have the plush vellum. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to grab I'm going to put these aside. I'm going to grab my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Pull this bad boy over here. I usually don't sit while I craft, so we'll see if this, I have to push my chair out of the way. So I'm going to take my gold foil, and I'm going to pull over my dies. And I am going to use, this is the stitched rectangle. And the only real reason that I'm using this is because most of this gold is going to be behind my feature element, and I don't want to waste it. You know how we all are. Certain papers are coveted, and gold foil is one of them. So I'm just going to remove it. Hold on. Okay. Hold on. Give me. My fingernails aren't big enough. All right. So what I am ending up with here is a frame that I'm going to use. And I have all of this to save for another project at a later date. Bum, bum, bum. All right. So while I have this out, let's cut a few things. So here is very vanilla. And I'm going to grab all my poinsettias. Now, let me show you a trick, because I like to show you tricks. If you get these, before you even take them off that horrendous piece of paper, take a Sharpie, like a bright red one, works really good, and mark a line on the two pieces. So you know how they line up later. See? And then same over here. I did it on the front and the back. If you can see. If I do this. The front and the back of all of them that had two pieces. That way I never have to sit here and figure out which way they go, because there's a waste of time I do not need to do. So now I'm going to put these, and I'm going to do these together at the same time. So I'm going to cut all three of the There we go. And here, that one's bent. And this one. So here are all three of my poinsettias. Yep, that's there. And I'm going to run these through. Okay, here we go. I can't do this sitting. I can do a lot of things sitting. I can't do that sitting. All right. So here are my poinsettias. Oh, what am I doing? This one goes here. This one goes here. All right. So I don't know if you can see. I gotta put in. You can see the embossing on those leaves. Super duper pretty. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna put those aside and we're gonna cut other things now. So I have a piece of old olive and a piece of real red. Yeah, I'll play back out. Boom, boom, boom. And the real red I'm gonna do with this cool little like berry. And I want to cut two of them. And then I've got both of the leaves. Boom, boom. Get in there. And these two. All right. Put them in the middle, get the top, run them through. Go. And go. And we're going to relocate, and we're going to do that one more time. Hold on. All right, so there's the leaf. Come here, come here, come here. Come on. I think my fingers and fingernails refuse to work. There's the second leaf. And then this one I know I need. Use my take a pick tool. There we go. All right. So here's the berries, and we're going to do one more. And berries. And come on. 1, 2, 3, 4. And go. Gonna use the right hand. All right. So I'm cutting anything else? I think that's it for the moment. All right, so there's the second berries and the 2 extra leaves. Stick all those over there. What else do I have to do? All right, I think I got everything cut out. I'll move these to the side. All right, so let's do one more thing. Sorry, a couple more things before we. So I have before we assemble. So here I have a 3/4 of an inch piece of very vanilla, and I'm going to take the banners, pick a punch, and I'm going to take the banner. I'm going to slide that in. And I'm going to punch that out. I like to do that first when I'm doing a banner. And then I'm going to take my foam pad, turn this around. I got soft suede ink, and I'm using the, where is it? Happy Holidays from the Poinsettia Petals stamp set. We're going to ink this up. And I'm going to add that to this end. All right, there's our greeting. Close that up. All right, now let's assemble. So here's my card base. And let's move this. Let's take this. got my silicone pad, and I'm going to add some seal along the edge of my foil frame. All right, and we're going to attach that in the center as best I can. Without being stuck to it. There we go. What's the gray plate? That is our magnetic platform, though I'm not sure it's for sale at the moment. They were looking at it again. We will have more info on that later. All right, so there's my frame. So now I have, here is a piece of the poinsettia, the foil with the flocked. I liked the look of this foil over black because then you could really see the detail, but I wanted the frame. So I'm sort of faking that out by doing this. So there's going to be the piece of black behind it. So all I'm going to do is going to add a little bit, where'd my snail go? Lost it, or seal. I'm going to add a little bit of seal to the back. I don't want to do much because it is see-through. You can see it. So I just want to put it behind some of the flocking. And these are the exact same size. So we're going to line them up. All right. And then I'm going to attach this with dimensionals. Here. And here. Okay, we're going to line this up. Center that. Oh, hold on. We're going to take it off. Do it quick. I forgot to wrap my ribbon. How many times have you done that? I generally end up taking my cards apart multiple times before I finish them. All right, so I'm going to add like the real life crafting when you make mistakes. All right, so I'm adding some seal here, and I'm going to attach it to the back like this, straight, and then around here. All right. So it's attached on the back with the Stampin' Seal, and then it's just wrapped around like that. This is the 3/8 shear from the suite. All right, now I'm going to attach it to the card base in the center. All right. So now I'm going to take my 3 poinsettia leaves, and I am taking the clear Wink of Stella, and I'm going to paint on all my leaves. Add a little shine to my poinsettias. I love this Wink of Stella, and every once in a while I kind of forget we have it. And now you'll see me, I'll put it on like everything. Maybe it's just the holiday season. It adds sparkle, and everything at the holiday season needs sparkle. And then the last one. Oop. All right, all my leaves have some sparkle. We'll add more after we get it put together and it's dried a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to, probably should have done this first, but I'm going to roll my leaves. So first I want to roll them. Okay, and now I'm going to roll the tips up. Give my flowers a little 3D effect. All right, so there's the first one. This one I'm going to do this way. And then roll the tips back. And this one we'll do the same way. Roll out or backwards the first time, and then roll the tips up. Come on. All right, and so now I'm going to use glue dots to attach my pieces together. So I'm going to take my middle one and put a couple pieces of glue dot. And it's easier for me to take the thing that I'm gluing and put it on the glue dot. All right, there's one. Now the second one. And two. All right, and then this one's going here. All right, so now I'm going to come get my leaves and my berries. Leaves and berries. All right, so what I want to do is I'm going to put a little bit of snail on, or snail. Someday I will learn to call this the right thing right off the bat. Seal. And I'm going to put one leaf on top of the other. And I'm going to put a little more seal here. And I'm going to put the berry right on top. And I'm going to repeat that over here. There we go. I'm going to snip off the end of my berries. And I'm going to add a little more Stampin' Seal to the front. And now I'm going to hold up my wreath, my poinsettia, and I'm going to attach my leaves to the back after I've lined them upside where I like them. All right. So now we're going to attach that to my card. But before we do, here we go. I have my greeting, which I'm going to stick behind. So I'm going to eyeball this. Cut that off. All right. Actually, you know what? Let's use some Seal Plus because we're attaching it to the vellum, the flocked vellum. So right like that. There we go. And so here, yeah, I think I attached it. Yep, with Seal Plus. So let's attach that just like that. I'm going to fix my leaves a little bit. And then I'm going to take the beaded pearls and add one to the middle. And again, I'm going to use glue dots. Come on. There we go. 1, 2, and 3. And that bad boy goes right in the middle. And there is our Poinsettia Place card. Oh, thank you, everybody.
It was absolutely beautiful. Yay.
Don't forget your Winkastella.
I know, right? I was just thinking that when you said that. I'm like, you know what? I haven't been using that lately. And that does look really, really nice with this suite.
It makes it pop. Yeah.
So that is the poinsettia. Let's see if I can get this to come up. The there we go. Things that work. Oh, wait, that wasn't even it. That is the poinsettias. That's okay. You know what? It's just one of those. I'm just going to go with it. You guys, you saw all the products in the beginning anyways, right? The Poinsettia Play Suite from Stampin' Up. Because technology is just not on my side today.
You never know what
we
you're
did get. I know you just never know. It's that adds to the fun of the live is that you just never know what's going to happen. But we were able to get on despite all the false starts, and we were able to get our project shared and the inspiration out there, and that is our goal. And we are just sometimes, you know, it's like a challenge. Sometimes it's like the computer thinks it's going to get the best of us, and we're not going to let it.
No.
Well, thank you all for joining us today. Don't forget to drop a comment in the below the video if you are watching live or the replay, and you will be entered into our drawing. And if you share this video onto a social media platform, we will enter you a second time because we love to share the love. Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks for joining us.